Hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in to this session today. This is going to be a great topic as I was, chatting with a young group. I would say the future, the next wave that's coming through. As I was chatting with them, just giving some advice. No one wants to be preached to. No one sometimes wants to be teached to, but just kind of talking with them, trying to really understand what people are really going through, what they're thinking right now. And I'm telling you, it was a powerful group of ladies. I was so excited, and I was so excited to come back and to do this video to share some topics that we talked about, because the things that I'm hearing right now are the same things from them that I'm talking about in these sessions. I was hearing that people are living in a cycle now of paycheck to paycheck. We already know this. We already know that high income earners, 6-figure earners are living paycheck to paycheck. I often say, how could this be? How could this be? And that they are, and we understand why lifestyle creep is like, as their income goes up, they just start to say, okay, now I can afford this or I can afford that. And most times they can afford it because of what? The credit system. See, most people, there's not many people out there, and I know there's probably not many channels out there and sessions where people are talking about you don't have to be entrapped to the credit system. That guess what? If you're going to borrow money from yourself. See, I often talk about that. Because, and I talked to them about it. I said, imagine, your first thought is, hey, you'll borrow, right, from a bank, but be your own bank. See, when you are clear, you're debt free and you're stacking your money, what tends to happen if you want to buy a car, guess what? You can pay for that car in cash. Why? Because you have money. See, most people can't do that. See, most people are sitting trying to work in a plan, and nothing against it. You have to, wherever you are, do not get it twisted. Whatever you are is fine. If you're in that cycle, that debt cycle right now, that's fine. I'm here to show you in these sessions that you don't have to be there forever. You don't have to be there for years. You may be temporarily, but there's some things that you can do, you can get out of that cycle. So what I'm saying is, I had to tell them that, hey, imagine a world for you where you just pay cash for what you want. See, really, that's how it should be. It's just that someone sat at another table and decided they were going to develop a system to keep people enslaved, to keep people entrapped to what? Interest. And that's what's happening to most people in America. And this is why you have 70% of the people living paycheck to paycheck. When you look at it, people do not have money saved. And when you look at it on the retirement side of it, people are saying, how will I retire? See, there's not going to be any type of Social Security benefits for the younger generation. It's going away. They're barely holding on now. This economy is in debt. So what this economy is telling people is that you have to be your own retirement. You have to make sure you are putting things together for you, your descendants, your family. So you can't count on any system but your own system. So one of the things, every conversation that we had led back to 3 things. And I'm here always to share those 3 things. And I'm sharing them really quickly. Number 1, I said, hey, number 1 rule I told them is you have to get out of debt. And I'm telling you, it's so good. See, when you're doing these sessions and you're on camera, and sometimes, if we're not doing a Zoom type session, I'm not really seeing the faces of people. But to see the face of them, to see when I said that, and they're like, you mean all of it? I mean, yes, all of it. And see, that's the type of conversation no one is having with the youth, with the young Americans right now. They're not having that type of conversation. Like, you do not have to start your life in debt. See, if you're going to college and you're getting student loans, and then all of a sudden you get out of college and now you're wanting the car, the house, and all these things that require credit, then now you're starting your path. You already starting your life in debt and accumulating more debt. And see, people have gotten used to that. And when I said that, I was like, yes, you have to become debt free. You have to put a plan together. You have time, God willing, to do it, but put a plan together to get out of debt. I told them, I said, look, debt is so freeing. It is so freeing when you have no debt, when you do not owe anyone, when no one can put their thumb on you in your life, when you're not entrapped to interest, when you're not enslaved to the credit system. See, what starts to happen is you could wake up one morning and you could say, you know what? I can do whatever I want to do. Why? Not only because I'm out of debt, because I know sometimes people are out of debt, but they don't have the money. But once you get out, you're supposed to be accumulating money. Why? Because now you freed up money. This is why debt freedom is so freeing. Now money, it has been freed up to do other things like invest. To invest in what, Tiffany? To invest in your future, to save, to make your money grow so you can be your own banker. So you can borrow money from who? From you. See, I'm not thinking, I have no thoughts about borrowing money from anyone else. Do I want to be a part of that system again? No. When you get out, you're not going back. I promise you, some people do, but those of us that experience the true freedom of it, that have experienced it at the level I have, you are not going back. So I had to stress the importance of, yes, put the plan together, be debt free. Number 2, I told him, I said, protect yourself. If you have a family, you do have to have some type of income protection. Why? And what I mean is income protection. I'm just talking about have some type of insurance. No one likes to pay it. Who wants to pay car insurance? You know, it's like, I own a car. Why do I have to pay car insurance? Why do I have to pay taxes on this? This is mine. But you know, this is the world or the country that we live in. And I said, look, temporarily, you need some type of insurance protection while you are paying off that debt, because God forbid if you pass away while you're paying that debt off, your family still needs to make that vision that you had happen. And the only way they can do it is with money. So if you have the right type of life insurance, then what starts to happen is now you're in position. Do you have to have this coverage forever? No. You don't need life insurance forever. It's like whatever I talk with people, or I run into agents, and these type of agents that say, I don't like term, I like whole life because people need that forever. I was like, really? Most people that need it, not want it. Because there's a community that want it for different reasons, but I'm talking about the people that need it forever. Well, those are normally the people that are not getting out of debt. They're not saving money, so they know that they want to leave something for their family. But if you're a part of these sessions, that is not us, right? So what tends to happen is as you're getting out of debt, you have the protection. When the debt is gone, guess what? You can remove the protection because you're good. You're not leaving behind any debt for anyone. You're going to be leaving behind what? Money. Because now that you've freed, goes into my third point. Now that the debt is taken care of, you've moved the income protection out of the way. Now you can save. Everything that you make is a profit. Everything you get from your business, all the money you get from your job, all the money you get from your gig, from your hustle, whatever it may be, guess what? All that money is a profit. And people never get to that point. See, imagine, and I'll close with what I closed with them. And I told them, I said, look, imagine, because they were the young working force. And I said, look, imagine going to work and you're totally debt free. You got money saved. Imagine how your attitude would be. And I saw the lights on their face. It will be different. Most people come to work grumpy. Most people come to work hating life. And I understand, they're just like, I'm upset. And the real reason, I just believe, there's a couple reasons. I believe one is because when you haven't done the inner work, yes, you will let a business, the world, or a job steal your joy. But I believe one, they haven't done the inner work. And number 2, people have not committed to becoming debt free, saving money. Because when you have money saved, guess what? No one can get you upset. They might try. They might get you in that zone for a second. But guess what? You will not stay there, because you know you are in a powerful position that every check that you get from that business, every check that you get from that job is a profit. And you're not going to let anyone stand in the way of your profits. As Beyonce said, pay me in equity. And see, when you really follow those basic steps of getting out of debt, and there's a lot that goes along with it, but guys, you already know from my other sessions, you can get those pieces, making sure that you were protected during that time, income protection insurance, and then making sure you are saving like crazy, investing, whether it be for your retirement, whether it be for your short-term, long-term goals, you are saving money or whatever. You put yourself in a profit situation, and you're like these corporations. What starts to happen is, see, these corporations, I will tell you, I'm telling you right now, they're all about the almighty profit. I know you want to believe they're all about you, but they are all about the profit. And guess what? You can be too. When you position yourself, I showed them, I was like, you can position yourself with those 3 steps: getting out of debt, protecting yourself, and saving money. Oh man, you become powerful. You walk into that, I told them, I said, you walk into that job, that career that you started after college or whatever you're getting ready to start, and you walk in there, and guess what? No one is able to put their thumb on you. And that's what's so important. So I challenge you, like I challenged them, go make it happen. Go make it happen for you, your family, your descendants. Hey, and most importantly, for your higher power, because you were created, you were destined to do some powerful things. So I thank you as always for tuning into this session. Have a beautiful, have a blessed day. Signing off. Hasta luego.